given that we have watched the previous video on using U-substitution to solve integrals, I've decided to make this extra video so we can do more practice on integration by U-substitution, because it truly is a very useful tool to solve more complex integrals. So now let us get into the question. So question 27, okay, with the integral of xe power x squared dx. Now let us try to find where we can use U-substitution. So you will notice that this part of the equation, e power x squared, is the more complex part of the equation, right? So what we can try to do, but here in the case, if we let u equal to e power x squared, it will be a bit hard to differentiate, wouldn't it? So what we can do is we let u power equal to x squared instead. X squared in this part of x squared. So and then we differentiate du equal to x dx. And then we notice, oh, we have an x dx here, but we have the 2 here, so we have to bring it over to half du equals x dx. And thus, these parts cancel. Perfect. Now that it cancels, we can continue and solve the equation. So we have integral of e power u, because u is x squared, then we have half of du. We can take the half out. Integral eu du, and we always know that the integral of exponential to power of u or power of anything else is the same exponential, right? Equal to half eu plus c. Then always remember the constant here, and finally substitute it back. E half of e power u x squared plus c, and that is your final answer. Now let us move on into the next question. Question 33. Now, as always, before you try to do anything here, I suggest you separating out the quotient. So we get integral of t multiplied by 1 over 3 t squared plus 1 power 4 dt. Notice that the always complex equation is here. So what we do, we let u equal 3t squared plus 1 and differentiate u because we get 6t dt, right? And notice that we have t dt here, so what we can do, take the 6 over, bring the 6 over, 1 over 6 du equals t dt. And thus, finally, our t dt here is the same as the t dt here, and it will cancel out each other. So what we finally get back into the equation, we actually get equal to 1 over u power 4. Remember, 3t squared plus 1 equals u and power 4. And we got the integral of 1 over 6 du. Okay, now always take the 1 over 6 du out. 1 over 6 out, 1 over u power 4 du. Very simple, it's the same as 1 over 6 power u negative 4, because remember that 1 over u power 4 equals to u negative 4. It's the same thing, right? And just, well, do your basic integration with your power rule. 1 over 6 multiplied by u power negative 3, power negative 5 plus, power negative 3, my bad, divided by negative 3 plus c. And we get u power negative 3 over negative 3 multiplied by 6, negative 18 plus c. And we can always simplify. Remember that u power negative 3 equals 1 over u power 3. So we get negative 1 over 18 u power 3 plus c equals negative 1 over 18. Substitute it back, 3t squared plus 1 power 3 plus c. And that is your final answer. Now, moving on into more questions, more practice better. So for question 37, always separate it out, okay? X multiplied by 1 over, okay, square root of x minus 3 is the same thing as x minus 3 power 1 over 2, alright, dx. You will notice that the more complex equation down here, right? So, as always, let u equals to x minus 3. And therefore, du equals dx. So what you will notice is you can't seem to find the ways that can cancel each other. So another trick is, okay, we can use x. Since we have found u equals x minus 3, so definitely equivalently x equals u plus 3. Okay, now very simple. Now we get the integral. Going back to the integral, since we have x equals u plus 3, so we have u plus 3 multiplied by 1 over u power square du. So what you want to do, okay, it may seem complex, but let's put it back. Okay, u plus 3 over u square half, right, du. And what you want to do, okay, let me shift this question over to the other side. Okay, it's going to take a bit of working, find the answer, and you can separate it. How do we separate it? We take the first part, integral of u divide u power 1 divided by u power half is u power half, alright, du plus the integral of 3 over u power half du. Right, and we can continue to solve. Let me bring this equation elsewhere, alright? Pardon me. Okay, let me continue to solve. And using the power rule, it's quite simple. U, what we get, u 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2 plus integral of 3 divided by u equal integral of 3 multiplied by 1 over u half du. And what you get is, let me see, okay, u 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2 plus 3 multiplied by, integral of 3u power negative 1 over 2 du, and what you get is u power 3 over 2 plus 3u half over 1 over 2, because negative 1 over 2 plus 1 equals 1 over 2 plus c, or remember the constant at the back. And then what you can do is to, well, just if you want to substitute to simplify the equation first, you can, but in this case I'll just continue to substitute it back, right? So since u equal x minus 3, you get x minus 3 power 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2 plus 3 divided by half is, well, 6, x minus 3 power 1 over 2 plus c, and that is your final answer. Right, let us move on to the last question. Right, we have the integral of e power 2x 1 plus e 2x power 3. Okay, so in this case, let us identify the part where we can do our best to substitute. What you notice that we have this part is the most complex, and then, okay, let us just substitute u equals 1 plus e power 2x du equals e integral, the derivative of 1 is 0, so e power 2x, copy, multiplied by 2, which is the derivative of the upper part, is equal du equals 2e 2x. And then you notice we have e power 2x dx here, and then we just have to move the 2 over to the other side, and half du equals e power 2x. And then, therefore, it 2 power dx, sorry, my bad. Okay, so in this case, you have e power 2x dx, and you can cancel with the part. So And finally, you get integral of u power 3. Since u is 1 plus e power 2x, u3, and multiply by half du, and bring the half out, u3 du, and well, you get half multiplied by u power 4 over 4 plus c equal 1 equals to u power 4 divided by 8 plus c equals to, finally, always remember to substitute back the u, which is 1 plus e power 2x power 4 over 8 plus c, and that is your final answer. If you have any questions regarding more complex U-substitution methods, I suggest you to comment it down below, and I will try my best to help you and to post a video of more U-substitution questions to help you solve this question.